Another well-known story from the Gospels, from the Bible, is that of the prodigal son. If you're not too familiar with this story or you want to refresh yourself, Luke chapter 15 from verse 11 onwards. Press pause right now, if that's you, and go and have a read of it. You can Google search it, prodigal son, Luke's Gospel, or if you've got a Bible, you can open it up. There's many ways you can access that story. So, now that we're familiar with the story, we've been reminded of it, I want to just share my thoughts on what happened next. Now, just humour me. I'm using a bit of artistic license here. I'm using a bit of an allegory, which is a lot of what was spoken of, which would suggest a spiritual dimension to a story. Okay, so what happened next? What happened after the party'd settled down at the end of the story? What had happened after the routine, mundane, day-to-day stuff of running the farm kicked in? What happened after life got back to normal? Well, I want to suggest to you today, as a thought for today, that the son got itchy feet. He began to miss his friends, those that he shared that journey with when he was squandering his wealth and blowing his inheritance on anything and everything that he could access. But I wonder whether or not he was missing his friends because of that lifestyle he was missing, or he was missing his friends because of the transformation that he'd experienced in his life. And he wanted to go back and share with them because he'd been where they are and he's now in a better place, and he wants to share that experience, that joy with them. So he goes off, he meets up with his friends, and before he says anything, they can see a complete change in his disposition. They can see that he has had a dramatic change in his life. Something has happened which has taken him from the woe is me, I want to eat the pig's food, I'm so hungry, to the lifestyle that he lives now, knowing that he is loved, knowing that he is forgiven, knowing that he has value beyond his comprehension. So he's got his mates and they're heading back towards the farm, heading back towards the father, and they stop. They think, well, hang on a minute. They recognise the father. They think, I've heard about you, not just from your son, but I've heard about you from others. I've heard about you from my culture, which says you're irrelevant. I've heard about you from my religious upbringing, which says that you're a judge, that you're nasty, that you bring all this horror and this demise on the world. Or maybe, how could you love me? Why would you be interested in me? Because I was brought up this way. I live in this part of town. This is the level of education that I've got. These are the things that I've done. These are the things that I've done that you don't know about, but actually you do. But the father just waits. And in the father's waiting, he is demonstrating to them his great love for them beyond their comprehension. Here's Thursday's thought. Are you like the son who wants to go and share of that transformation story in your life with your friends? You want people to recognize the change in your life before you open your mouth and tell them about it? Or are you someone who sits in that category of the friends who honestly are just coming up with excuses to not want to know more about the God that created you, the God that loves you more than you can comprehend? Thursday's thought, God loves you. Where do you sit on the scale of acceptance with that?